Hi, how you guys doing? Over here cooking, making some beans. But one thing I'm doing for the first time is it's called a canoas, which is canoe. And what you do is they're stuffed plantains like this, yellow plantains. We usually it's ground beef and cheese and all type of different stuff. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my own vegetarian slash vegan version. So I bought this Gardein beefless ground. And I'm gonna substitute it for ground beef. And I'm preparing the meat or the meatless stuff that goes into the plantains. So here's the start. I'm adding some adobo, koyawe. So you're gonna be putting some sofrito. Be putting some olives with a red. This is the Spanish style onions. This is the one that you want to use. You also do some. You want to find yourself some sazon, which is like natural food coloring, and you throw in there. And you can do potatoes if you like. And I'm gonna do potatoes in mine. So I'm gonna cook I put a little oil, and you put it in low medium. Alright, so I added the olives, the tomato sauce, adobo seasoning, sofrito, and you're gonna slowly cook this until it's well done in a medium-sized pot. As you can see, it started to look good. It has the right coloring. Lots of olives. So this is Gardein again, meatless. So I'm cooking this. I'm gonna bring up the heat a little bit more. And then once this is done, then we're gonna show you the next step that we have to do. So I get to the part in which I'm gonna cut out the plantains. Now, think about plantains. You want yellow plantains. If you see it yellow, it means it's sweet. And if you don't know what plantains are, we call that like the potato of the Caribbean or the potato of Africa. So pretty much any way that you can cook a potato, you can cook a plantain. Just like a potato, I don't recommend eating that raw. You have to cook it somehow before you eat it. The plantains that are green are more harder and they don't taste sweet when they're cooked. The yellow ones are sweeter. Just to compare, this is a banana and this is a plantain. Some places are really familiar with the plantain, but many places still don't know what it is. They call it big bananas, they call it other things. Even when they still have it in the supermarket, you go to pay for it, the cashier often doesn't know what it is. Anyway, so to cut out the plantain, you cut the ends, as you can see, 1, 2, and then you cut a small slit in the middle, and then it peels right off. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this in slices, and then we're gonna fry it in the oil. And this is gonna be the base of the canoe. So just to give you a sample, I will show you what it looks like after it's cut. All right, so see how I cut the slices of the plantain. And if you want to add some more adobo seasoning, it doesn't hurt. Now where I am is I'm frying the slices. The slice of plantain. And what you want to make sure that you turn it at least once, and both sides are golden. And the reason you want this golden is that you don't want to burn it, so you don't want it to be really dark brown, but you want it to be brown. And the reason is you want it to be well cooked. Because once we're done with the stuffing, and we're done with plantain, what we do is we put this meat inside the plantains, and then put some cheese and boil it. And that's your canoa. So I just want to show you what it looks like. Let's see if both of the plantains are ready to turn. This is oil, so be careful. I'm familiar working with oil, so I can do this. But, you know, you want to turn them like this. Here we go. See that good color? That is what you want. So I gotta do it here, and I do it here. So here we go. And that's how you brown the plantains. I have some beans cooking and this stuffing, and I got white rice in the rice cooker. So once the plantains are done, I'm going to put them aside, and you want to put it in a plate with paper towel so the some of the oil drains. And before you even work with it and you put it in the boiler, you want it to be room temperature. You don't want it too hot because you need to handle this baby, okay? All right, baby. So the plantains are cooked and they're cooling down. When the oil is done, put it outside. You can cover it. Be careful because that baby will burn you. The groundless beef, the meatless beef, whatever it's called, is done. So look at how tasty it looks. And it tastes delicious. I already tasted it. The beans are almost done. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna put my air fryer and I gotta set it up in my boil setting. You can use your oven as well, but I'm gonna use the air fryer, that's faster. And I'm gonna use this pan. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some aluminum foil. Is to hold the canoes together so they don't go all over the place. Remember, you have 2 different slices. So you wanna create like almost like a hot dog situation, but once everything is stuffed and boiled, it should kind of get together. So I'll show you once I put it together what it looks like, but I just want to show you a way. So you want to cool them down, don't touch them. Once they're in room temperature, you can stuff them with the ground beef. And then put your cheese. In my case, I'm going to use Daiya cheese, which is vegan cheese. Okay? All right, so I put the 2 slices of plantain, put the beefless, ground beefless meat, and the Daiya cheese on top. And then what I do is I put it inside a aluminum foil, and then you want to close this together and wrap it up really tightly so the heat, the boiling gets it going. So, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put another one right next to it, and I'm gonna leave it open so it's like this. All right, here we go. There are stuff, and now they're gonna go in the boiler. Let's see what it looks like when they're done. So here's like the canoas or the plantain canoe stuff after boiling with cheese. And all we have to do is put some rice right here, some beans, and some plantains. All right, guys, so it's all done. We got the plantain canoes, the beans, and here we have the plate ready to go with some Puerto Rican bean stew, air vegetarian rice, and meatless plantain stuff with vegan cheese. Buen provecho, guys.